After Hong Kong became a British colony under Chinese authority on the 1st July 1997, many people mark this as the end of the British Empire. The imperial rule, the sun never set, etc. was now fully over in the name of the British Crown. However, this is actually quite far from the case. Although old-fashioned imperial style rule most definitely over, there are still many countries, islands and new countries that would want to either join the British Commonwealth, leave the British Commonwealth or gain independence entirely. So in this video we look at the modern British Empire. As we entered the 21st century and the new millennium, it seemed as if independence was only going to continue to be on the rise. However, not just Britain, France as well continued to have reign over French Guinea very comfortably. And in fact, in 2009, Rwanda actually joined the British Commonwealth, becoming its 54th nation state, meaning for the first time since 1945, at the end of the Second World War, the British Commonwealth actually gained territory, and so Britain was definitely becoming more of a force to reckon with, and its economy definitely slightly boosted from that, which was well needed after the corruptness of the 2008 economic crisis. However, it was not all gains for Britain though, as very recently, after Rwanda became part of the British Commonwealth, the only other nation apart from Mozambique to never actually have been colonised properly from the British to join the Commonwealth. However, it was not all gains for Britain, like I said, as Barbados in the Caribbean was actually seeking full independence from Britain. Although technically in 1966, Barbados did, sort of transition from a sort of cold, hard sort of fashioned British imperial to became a sort of independent Commonwealth state with Queen Elizabeth II as head of state. It wanted more, and finally in 2021 to have put down many neo-colonialism, anti-neo-colonialism movements, and also completely cut off ties from the end of the slave trade. Barbados on the 30th of November 2021 did gain independence. However, it does still remain part of the British Commonwealth, just as an independent state where Queen Elizabeth II was not head of state, such as India or South Africa. Of course, in September 2022, Queen Elizabeth II did pass away, which did definitely see an opportunity for many Commonwealth nations, that even those included that still are, where the British Crown is head of state to gain independence. Australia, for example, did have many talks about becoming independent once Queen Elizabeth II had passed. However, it did not. And when Charles III was of course coronated and Charles III became the new head of state of the British Commonwealth and of all the nations that were under his name, countries such as Canada, Gibraltar, St. Vincent, British Virgin Islands, Belize and New Zealand, all these nations continue to be loyal to the British Crown, and of course they are still under full British rule. And that kind of takes us to modern day. So ironically, even though it's now 2023, the British do still own a lot of territory, strictly speaking. I mean, Canada, the second largest country in the world, is still with King Charles III as head of state. So theoretically, Britain is still the largest entity in the world if you want to be really imperialistic about it. But of course, it is beyond just that now. Of course, the British Commonwealth supports freedom, justice and liberation and remembrance of what the British Empire did, what it stood for, and what the British Commonwealth continues to do today. So yeah, thank you for watching. It was quite nice to do a bit more of a modern history topic that I, again, not often discuss in history, and of course, like I said, it's a modern history book where I actually about the 21st century for once, which is interesting and quite nice to have a bit of a change. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next YouTube video. Goodbye.